Hey, what is up, guys? I'm getting ready for some rookie qualifying today. You guys spoke, I listened. I'm going to do rookie at least this tournament, and I'm not going to move on to the pro just yet. So I did some Tour 2 play. Got me a few chests for that because I didn't want to get promoted into Pro 1. So I just laid back and played some Tour 2 to try to get some more extra mile cards. Got a platinum chest to open up here, so I'm excited to see what's in there. So let's find out. Rough cutter, wish that was extra mile. Rocket cards I don't care about. Backbone cards, they're going to be good. Castaway, nobody cares. And some balls, katana and kingmaker. Not the greatest chest in the world, but whatever. Could always use the balls anyway, right? Everybody needs balls. Alright. Backbone cards. There's an extra mile card. We got one. And some Viper cards. Another. Ooh, two more extra mile cards. So, hey, we're getting there slowly but surely. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. This is the Monday qualifying. First day qualifying for rookie. I've got my bags ready, and we are ready to rock and roll. As usual, I will be cutting out any shootouts that I have to make the video go a little bit faster. Nobody cares about the shootouts, I don't think. So let's get entered and let's get started. All right, the hole number one, par 4. And the goal on this one is to get it next to the green. Sure I have everything right, I believe I do. Yep. So the goal is to get it next to the green. I'm going to play this one at a 20% over adjustment for downhill. And we're going to do full top, full right. Now, for those of you who haven't watched Jesse's playthrough, I highly recommend you watch it. Pretty much all of these notes, almost all of these notes came from Jesse. So I will put a link in the description below for his playthrough because he does an excellent job. So that's what I'm putting Jesse's instructions into action. So here we go. Full top, full right. And we're going to do a full curl to the right as well. The goal is to just end up right next to the green there. So it's 1.3. So we're going to move it up into overpower. And we're going to adjust it 1.3. We're going to have to do some overpower with it. Full curl. We hit it great. That was a pretty bad great, so I'm not sure how well this is going to end up. But it actually looks pretty good, so it's going to stay right on the fringe. That's absolutely perfect. And keeps from having a long putt, and we can get the nice easy chip into the hole, hopefully, and start a day off with an eagle. Not too shabby. See what Electric Doug does. Didn't make an adjustment for the wind, and he hit it perfect, so he might be okay because it's not going to blow it more than a ring. So he's going to be in good shape as well. So well played to Electric Doug. Alright, so let's get this started off right. These Firefly chips, I love my Firefly, but they scare me. The lack of accuracy just really scares me. But we got it. All right, so an eagle to start the day. Can't ask for much more than that. See how Electric Doug does here. So for those of you who have already done your qualifying rounds, how goes it? Hopefully you did well. This tournament proves to, I believe, is going to prove to be quite a bit tougher than the last tournament we had, which is a nice surprise. Unlucky. Wish you the best of luck, Electric Doug. All right, so we're going to move on to number 2. Number 2 is a par 3. We're going to use the backbone and a navigator ball. It's always fun to use a navigator ball. I don't get to use too many of those. Backbone ready to go. I like this hole. We've had this hole in a few tournaments in the past that I can remember, and I've always liked this hole. We're going to play this one at a plus 10% for downhill, and it'll be maximum distance, I'm pretty sure, of my backbone. I'm going to use 2 backspin. So it's pretty much max distance. Going to use 2 backspin. And about right there looks pretty good. 2.4. And I hit it great right, so I will be missing it to the right. But I had good speed on it, so perfect shot would have been right there. So that's definitely a good adjustment. Oops. I'm not sure. Okay. Not sure why you keep. What is? I have a lot of questions. All right. Well, he's gonna fly right past the hole if he even gets it off. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I can't explain that. I just wish I would have hit a perfect hit. That's all. Got to focus on what I'm doing, right? All right. So we got the birdie. So that's 3 under after 2. If the opponent can chip in from the rough here, if the last shot's any indication, don't think it's going to happen. All right. I think that gets us a pin chest to open up, so we're going to exit out and go open that up. Maybe get something good out of there. Desert Storm. machete, and 1 Goliath card. Pretty useless chest there. Alright, so we're going to use, for hole number 3 is par 5, we're going to break out a katana ball. And we're going to be using the extra mile and the backbone for this par 5. But if not, the backbone, depending on our drive, hopefully we can end up in the right spot. We're using the katana ball for the side spin. We need to get as far right as possible. And should put ourselves in a position for a maximum distance backbone. That's the goal. Otherwise, we'll be using a minimum, probably a minimum distance on the on our hammerhead. I have the hammerhead on this account. If not, the hammerhead, most of you guys will be using the Viper, I'm sure. And some of you may even have the sniper already. Alright, so we're going to max right and just 2 top. We're going to want it to land about right there. That's 1.6. We're going to give it a full curl to the right and a little bit of overpower, just a tiny bit. And hit it perfect, so that'll put us in a good position there. Need to write down my distance, 343. Because if this is a good spot, then my goal is to get to that spot every time. And so I'll know how far off I am each time I go there. Hopefully you guys take notes. I think most of you do. The ones that are serious about it certainly do. But then there's some of you guys that probably just have a good memory, so you don't have to take notes necessarily. But I like taking notes. I like jotting down some information like that, like the distance of my drive, to see, you know, the next time I play this hole, if I hit it at 348, then I know, you know, went further than before. Or if I hit it at 333, then, you know, I'm going to be in wood range. So I went pretty far, so I'm going to be just over a minimum for the backbone here. Do 1.5. Play it right at the hole. 3.3. We're going to go about 1.8 or so. Hit it perfect. And just missed. Just missed the albatross there. So that's this is a fairly easy albatross hole. Definitely makeable. But we've had this one recently before too, so it's pretty fresh on most of your minds here. But definitely feel like I should have made that. So I was a little left, so I'm going to aim right side of the cup this time, or the next time I play this hole. Oh. Yeah, you don't want to miss the rough bump if you're going to do the rough bump. So this will be a nice easy eagle. We're still off to a great start. Would have been nice to get that albatross though, but you know, we'll save all the drops for the weekend round when it really counts. All right, so the opponent got the eagle as well. So I'm going to cut out this shootout and I'll be back on the next hole. All right, we're back here for number 4, which is another par 3. I'm going to play this one with the Marlin ball. Plus 10% adjustment for downhill. And we're going to use the backbone, of course. I think I'm going to do, let's see, where are we at? Just under maximum. I think I'm going to do 2 backspin. We're going to play it up closer to the fringe there. I'm going to aim it a little bit right of the hole. 2.9. We're going to look at 1.9 adjustment. And I hit it great right, so I should miss it to the right. Just barely and a little bit short, so I'll take off a little bit of backspin. I don't want to go any closer to the fringe because I don't want to get catch the lip of that fringe there and shoot the ball across the green. So I may do 1.5 backspin next time. But I definitely like aiming a little to the right of the hole. Gonna get a little bit of push from the wind on the bounce. It's either that or the fairway there is a little sloped. Either way, it still pushes further left. So if you aim a little bit to the right of the hole, you'll be fine. Maybe half a square at most. Definitely a strange attempt there. But we still got the birdie. So that's a definite hole-in-one hole. Very possible. And if you're gonna get the gold, if you're going for the gold banner in the weekend, then you're gonna need that hole-in-one for sure. You're gonna need to dial that shot in. Got a couple of long par 5s in this tournament. And then a short par 5 as we just saw. But the next hole coming up is the first of the long par 5s. Not as long as the third one that we do. The third one we do is very long. But definitely eagleable. But it plays long, so you gotta hit some good shots, of course. Go ahead and start that chest real quick. We're 6 under through 4. Doing pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna break out the Titan ball for this one. For the distance. We're gonna be using the extra mile and the big dog. All right. And we've had this one recently as well, but it was in a was it one of those fall courses we did? I can't remember. They took away the trees to the left of this fairway, so it looks a little bit different because of that. Well, it looks different when they have the trees gone, because this is the way it normally looks with these trees here. I'm getting a little bit of long loading screens yesterday and today. Hopefully that's the only issues that we have. I can handle that. Come on. We're just going to play it straight ahead. And we're going to try to get to the far left of that fairway as we can. And then we're going to hopefully have a good shot there and have a nice attempt with the big dog to get to the green. Albatross is possible, not as likely. It's a tough albatross for sure, but it's definitely a makeable one. Yeah, she's gonna be behind the tree, so that's pretty bad. This one's gonna play at plus 10% also. We're gonna play it over the bunker a little bit. We're gonna do max left spin, and we're gonna do about 3.5 top or so, and then we're gonna give it some curl. I don't know. We're gonna adjust for wind. 1.6. And we hit it perfect, so we should be in great shape here. I played it with the red ring touching the rough there because I wanted to make sure I gave myself a little bit of great proofing. I always recommend that. Give yourself some room for error. I probably say that about every time I play, but I can't stress that enough. Key is to stay in the fairway. Even if you make a bad shot, stay in the fairway. Why the curl this way? I don't understand. Okay. I got you. The reverse curl. But the tree was in the way. Alright, so we're going to play this one as no elevation adjustment here. We're going to do one backspin, no side spin, and we're going to have to overpower a little bit. I wish I would have been a little bit further on my drive. Maybe next time I won't adjust for the wind. Alright, so 2.2. One ring adjustment. I'm just going to eyeball it. We hit it perfect. Hopefully I had enough overpower, not too much though. Yep, pretty good. Gonna be short of the hole. A little bit off, but gonna make for a nice eagle. Nice easy eagle. Well, despite the terrible hole that person had, you got an eagle anyway, or a birdie anyway. So, all right. Ooh, that's 5 holes down. We're 8 under through 5. All right. So number 6, par 4. Yep, I like this hole as well. So on this one, I need to back out and change my clubs. I like this hole. We've had it a few times lately, but I still like it. Oh, actually, I'm going to play this one with my quarterback. I'm going to play this one with the quarterback to make sure that drive is as accurate as possible. And we're going to play with the quasar. This first shot plays at plus 5%, a little bit downhill. 2 top, 3 right. And then the second shot, we're going to play it uphill. So, all right, so 2 top, 3 right. You know, I could go full top on this one. And I'm not gonna, yeah, I'm gonna adjust a little bit for the wind, but not much. All right, let's see where this one ends up, because I may not even move it for the wind. Yeah, I could have. It's pretty good. I want to get as close to the top of that hill as I can, so that's not bad. 300 yards or so would have been better. So I may not adjust next time on the wind. I just don't want to go too far and end up in the rough. And I never understand why people play this way. I mean, he may end up fine, but most people don't. It's not worth the risk. Margin for error is too slim going this direction. But he ends up in a good spot. And I don't like the angle to the hole right there either. All right. Neither here nor there. We're going to play this one at a minus 10% this time. And this will be, there's minimum. We'll play this one mid. We're going to do 3 back, 3 left. .6, medium distance is 1.2. I hit a great left, my goodness. Well, good speed. Perfect shot would have been really close, but it did not happen. So I think that's a pretty good adjustment. But easy birdie nonetheless. Then we move on to that really long par 5. All right. I'm gonna cut out the shootout and I'll see you back for hole number 7. All right, we're back for hole number 7. Long par 5. We're going to use the quarterback on the drive and the big dog for the second shot. Third shot, we'll be using probably a short iron. We're going to use a Titan ball. We're going to play this at the quarterback. We're going to play this at plus 10%. Pretty much going to do a 1-to-1 adjustment. And then on the big dog, we're not going to use any, on the second shot, we're not going to use any elevation adjustment. We're not going to use any adjustment period. We're going to line it up We're going to put some top spin on it and some left spin, and we're going to let her rip. Because we'll have pretty much a straight tailwind. Seems like there used to be a whole bunch of trees there where that farmland is now. Too bad they didn't remove the trees closer to the hole. That way we could go at the green on the second shot. Well, I don't know that we can go at the green when we're lay up, but anywho. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 top, 2 right. One-to-one adjustment, we're gonna hit it normal. And hopefully we get all the way to the end of the fairway without going into the rough. Oh. All right, so that was a little too much. That sucks. Well, we're pretty much taking eagle off the table, and we may be taking birdie off the table. I mean, just barely rolled too far. This is going to be rough. Hopefully it gets in the fairway. It stays in the fairway. All right. I just don't know. I just don't know. That's so unfortunate. Oh well. I won't play a full length quarterback there. But next time I'll bring it back some and then do my adjustment. And if I remember right, I think that's what Jesse did as well. I think he brought it back a little bit before he did his adjustment. So that was my mistake there. All right. We're gonna do big curl. A slice. Too much slice. Should have did or should have moved out some more. That's okay. We don't plan on being in that position again, but if we are, then I'll know to move it out some more or do less of a slice. But we're just in qualifying, so we're not worried. Get in the hole. All right. We had a good shot here. We'll get that birdie. Got it. Knock it down. All right. So all was not lost there. We still got the birdie. I will take that all day long. All right, so 10 under through 7. And then we've got par 3 coming up. I don't have the greatest club for this hole. I need more backspin. My Viper and Hammerhead are pretty much exactly the same. But we're going to give it a whirl anyway. We're going to play this at plus 10% for downhill. We're going to use a marlin ball. We're going to use as much backspin, more than 3 backspin if we have it, which we don't, and then 2 right. We'll have exactly 3 backspin. So it's going to come in hot to the hole. I may try to put a little bit closer to the rough to give it a better chance. Another option possibly could be to play a power 3 ball, and I might put my backbone in range. I may look at that and see what it looks like. Just to see what it looks like. I'll still play it with the Marlin, as most of you guys will be playing this hole with a Marlin or Quasar type ball. But for those that are curious, we'll see what it looks like. So no, that's not going to work. So it's definitely a Marlin ball. All right, so full back, 2 right. Here's minimum. We're going to aim it about right there. 2.5. Looking at a 1.2 adjustment. I hit it perfect. And just a little too hot. Just a little too hot. So it would sure be nice to have another bar of backspin. That would be perfect. So 4 bars of backspin I think would be excellent. If you have it, then you'll have a much better chance than I do. Of course, if I'd have been right at the pin, it's possible the pin would have kept it in the hole. I don't know. I would probably tend to say no, it wouldn't. But I've seen worse shots stay in the hole. So, all right. So the number 9 is going to be a tough par 4. I really like the hole. I mean, it's tough. That's why I like it. Definitely a birdie hole on number 9. Getting an eagle possible, but it's going to be really tough. We're going to use a katana ball for that side spin on the drive. We're going to use the extra mile, and it'll be the hammerhead or viper, whatever you have, more than likely. All right, so we are good to go. All right, so the fairway slopes severely to the left. So it's really hard to get in the position that you want to be in. But we're going to do the best that we can. We're going to play full top, full right curl as well. We're going to play as close to that fairway rough as we can. That's a pretty long shot for his second shot. Right, so full right. Do about like that. I still want to great proof myself. 2.2, so that's 1 ring. Not much. Full right. And I hit great. Hopefully I proofed myself enough. Yes, I did. All right. I guess in that situation, the great right was actually beneficial because it got me closer to the hole a little bit. He may have the distance. Well, he's not even going to try. That's not a bad shot from where he was. I'm going to try to use the slope to our advantage. But most importantly, we want to be on the green. We don't want to go too far up. Very tempting. We're playing a little risky right there. We're going to try though. This is a little bit risky. But we're on the green, we're putting. It was ugly, but we're there. All right, so we should finish. What does that put us at? -12. So not too bad. Definitely eagle the 2 par 5s, and then the 1 par 5 is you expect a birdie. Hope for the chip in eagle. Could definitely get an albatross on the first par 5. There's a shot to pick up there. The par 3s are hole-in-one holes, so there's shots to pick up on that one. Hole number 1 should definitely be an eagle par 4. So there's potential to have some good scores here, but you got to have a lot go right for you. All right. I think we're sitting atop the leaderboard. No big deal. Yeah, 12 under. Very pleased with that round. Yep, sitting at the top of the leaderboard there. So let's take a look at our scorecard. We got 3 eagles. So I got about what was to be expected. So I'm very pleased with that score. And you know, repeat that. You know, in the weekend you're looking at a 24 under. That's probably not going to be your winner. Your winner's probably going to be closer to you know, well, I've seen someone say yesterday 28 under. That's probably pretty accurate. So but 12 under is not bad for the qualifier, for sure, for the first time out. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. I would greatly appreciate that. And we'll see you guys next time. Good luck in your qualifying rounds. No matter what level you're in, good luck. And you have a good day. And I'll see you in the opening round.